Some poor souls may have accidentally brought their kids to see Sausage Party in 2016, thinking it was a fun little Pixar-type movie about the secret life of food. It wasn't that. Clearly there was a lot of messed up stuff in that movie, like a lot. But there are some behind the scenes stories about the movie that are pretty messed up too. Here is the dark truth about Sausage Party. If you're new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our new videos. So Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg knew they had a challenge on their hands when they set out to make this movie. They had to find a way to make it as dirty as they wanted to without getting an NC-17 rating from the MPAA. That would mean that nobody under 17 would be able to see it. But if they got an R rating, then people under that age could see it with a parent or guardian. Basically, getting an NC-17 rating would mean that they would miss out on a lot of money. And apparently they kind of knew their initial rating was gonna be NC-17, and then the rating board would come back to them with a list of cuts, they would make them, and then they get the R. So their strategy was to include some super crazy scenes as kind of sacrificial lambs. These were scenes that were so disgusting in the lovemaking montage that they knew the MPAA would single these shots out. And so maybe some of the other stuff they wanted in would squeeze in under the radar. But to their surprise, the board approved pretty much everything. The only thing they had to change was to remove some body hair from a PETA. If you thought the MPAA was laid back based on that last point, well, France is an entirely other ballgame. Over there, the ratings board gave Sausage Party a rating of 12, which is exactly what it sounds like. You only had to be 12 years old to watch it. So French kids that were born in the year 2004 got to see a whole other side of the food they eat. Naturally, a lot of organizations were pretty upset about this. Most notably, the organization La Manif pour tous tweeted this at the French Film Board. Expliquez-nous comment vous autorisez la projection d'une partouche géante à voir en famille. Which translates to, please explain to us how you authorize the screening of a giant orgy for the whole family. It's a decent question, but that same organization campaigns hard against gay marriage, so they're pretty mad about stuff in general. Let's talk a little more about that famous scene. I'm not gonna show clips of the scene, but if you've seen the film, you know which one I'm talking about. All the food items celebrating each other's bodies and stuff. Anyway, apparently that scene was originally even more messed up than what we saw. There was a lot more going on than just that removed body hair. Seth Rogen said in an interview that the first version he got back from the animators was 8 minutes long, and that it was the grossest thing he's seen in his whole life, and that there were a lot of fluids involved. A lot of mayonnaise and stuff. Okay, so let's say you're a parent and you live in North America, and you know that Sausage Party isn't for kids, so you definitely wanted to shield your children from it. Unfortunately, that did not mean you were safe. At a theater in Concord, California, they were trying to accommodate some large groups of people that wanted to see Finding Dory. That meant they had to switch a bunch of movies and trailers to different auditoriums, and a teeny little mistake was made. In the middle of all the trailers for kids' movies attached to Finding Dory, a theater manager accidentally included the Red Band trailer for Sausage Party. So all the kids in the room ended up finding a lot more than just Dory. And finally, on kind of a crappy note, as fun as the movie was and all the laughs it gave us and whatnot, it wasn't such a good time for the people that actually made it. Reportedly, animators working on Sausage Party were forced to work incredibly long hours, and in most cases, they weren't paid overtime. And in a lot of cases, they just weren't credited for their work. Apparently, Nitrogen Studios, who made the movie, were able to do it on a tiny budget of $19 million, which is kind of easy to do when you don't pay people. Let me know in the comments section what your thoughts are on all of this. If you're watching this on the Screen Rant Facebook page, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. You can also check out ScreenRant.com for the latest movie and TV news. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.